4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Breeze. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First down, New Orleans.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. You're good, Nice forward, ready.
Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Saints.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. What's good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, Goff. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's complete to Darboh. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. They're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10 on the ground. Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
A gain of 30. First down.
Ready.
Saints.
Yellow lady.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7. Rams nothing.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Tonight.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Let's go, team. Break it down, fellas. Break it down.
On 2nd and 1, Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Check, check, check.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Sika. Check Sika.
Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze now to throw. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Amara Darboh, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Gurley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Harris to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 12, Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
A big run there by Gurley, giving 52 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Now the man who broke Saints fans' hearts, Greg Zuerlein, on for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd down, Kamara looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready, 95-56, 95-56. Drop deep, drop deep.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready, you ready? 50. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
On 1st down, Breeze. Again has it complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Breeze to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike. 3 bucks.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Caught here by Griffin. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Bravo!
Breeze going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Ricky. 5-1.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away what...
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. He's got that one complete to Darboh. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is gone. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Goff now looking to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
You draw Porter.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the two-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. 25 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. 2. How you get ahead? How you get ahead? Hey, kill. No. 3 seconds.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal.
0-2. Hey, Alpha.
Now this time Breeze will throw. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, second best in the league, and they'll try it here. Here we go with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutt's good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, Shell.
Gone. That's complete to Darboh. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
That'll be complete to Cook. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Amara Darboh, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. On 1st and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Goff. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on 3rd, Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Activity's trash. Let's go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
Let's go. Bring it up.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go. 76. 76.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play down. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now it's gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Mike to 59.
Goff now to throw. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Kamara. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch the edge.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
It's a loss of 1.
And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
3 down, 3 down.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.